It's week 3 of the 2025 season.
And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Cowboys and the Bears. Next on Madden Football.
So much NFL history has come from within the walls of Soldier Field here in Chicago. And we're happy to return to it once again in its final chapters as an NFL stadium. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime.
Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And here we go from Chicago. Devin Duvernay to return it. He's stuffed on the return at the 27. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked first overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
There were times, I'll be honest with you, Kate, that I wish I played baseball. Because you have a bad outing, like this QB did last week with no touchdowns, a couple interceptions. In baseball, you get to play the next day and get to flush it right away. He's had to sit on it all week long, and you know he wants to rectify it here.
A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. First down throw by Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion. I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Third down, here's Williams. Incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And this will put an end to the drive after it stalled out. And this one is away, and he got all of it and then some. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State fourth-round pick in 2016, who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result, so expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there, and that's going to be a penalty. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's swallowed up in the middle, no gain on the run. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. From midfield on second down. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Dak now from the gun. Complete out to the right. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. First down, here's Dak. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Here's Dak. Able to get it to Edwards. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, stop it. He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Now Williams. That's complete. Cole Kmet. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 2nd and 4. Throwing the out route complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. All right, set now. 1st and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Trayvon Diggs has got it. And the Cowboys will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Prescott here from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. Here's a give inside to Edwards. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Stopped by Grady Jarrett. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 24. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. To the line we go. They're set. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. It's Prescott. Continuing to move past the 45. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
A 28-yard gain. 1st down, Dallas.
From the gun is Prescott. Fires right away, but incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Again on 2nd and 10, Prescott. This ball's cut by Pickens. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. 3rd and just 2 to go. Now a give to Edwards, running left. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. They're going for it. Here's Prescott. Pass complete. Screenplay. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. This is ahead for about 5. Donovan Wilson getting there for the stop. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Going run again with Swift.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down. Torrey Taylor on to punt. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60 plus. And he got a little too much leg into that one. That's a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity, no doubt. This ball's coming out to the 20. First and 10, Prescott. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Set to the ground by Kyler Gordon. Second and 6 now. Hits him on the out route. And looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Kevin Byard there to bring him down. Looking to throw on third and 2. He completes it in traffic. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Running behind center with Edwards. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Second down now, 7 to go. An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. Running it after the penalty. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
We've finished one quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. And a man is there to knock that away. George Pickens, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing again is Dak. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. Short yardage situation here. It's third and 2. Here's Edwards. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard. Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
And the drive will start out with a first and 10. The Bears about set for their next possession. Williams to throw on first. Finds him over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. To throw is Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Running behind center with Swift. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, and they go right back to him. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. All right, here we go. Second down. Staying grounded with Swift. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Donovan Wilson getting there for the stop. So a tough spot now. This is third and 9. Working from the gun, Williams. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing fourth down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Torrey Taylor getting set to punt it once again. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And that kick a little too well struck. He drives it into the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Dak now from the gun. That's Jonathan Mingo complete. And as this play goes out of bounds, all eyes turn to that flag on the field. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that 1st down. Play action, Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Flush down out to his left. He's going to keep it this time. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. 1st down, here's Dak. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And in for the Dallas touchdown. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Moore with a return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
2nd and 10. At the 29-yard line.
Williams from the gun. That's into the hands of Moore. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Williams to throw on 3rd. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
A gain of 3.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. Kavontae Turpin on the return for the Cowboys. Getting about 50 yards of boots so far, and here's another quality effort. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. They come in on a little 2-game skid, Brock, but in control of this one so far. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. Prescott here from the gun. Completed here to Pickens. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll go from the gun with Sanders. Pick up a 5 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down.
Now Dak to throw. That throw finds Pickens. he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Now Prescott. This ball's caught by Pickens. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
It's a handoff here to Edwards. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Short pass brought in. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. Here's Dak. Throw complete to Lamb. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. 2nd and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Off the play fake, hits Prescott. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Dak throwing again. Throwing the out route complete. And he stopped after a gain of 3, so that's going to bring up 4th down and our 2-minute warning.
A 41-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And they come away with some points on that series.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The defense calls a timeout. That's their 1st. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. On the ground with Swift. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. 4th down punt upcoming. Here's Torrey Taylor to put his leg into it. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one.
The Cowboys take over 1st.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Their own 30-yard line.
Working out of the gun. It's Prescott. Hits him on the out route. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's
From the gun is Prescott. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Dak to the air here. Completed over the middle. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 46, it's caught, Ferguson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. 1st and 10, Prescott. Ferguson there to bring it in.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
Their own 30-yard line.
Looking to throw. He lobs it up, left sideline, looking for a chunk play. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
That's the end of the first half, with the score Cowboys 16.
So we've arrived at halftime with the Cowboys enjoying a lead on the road. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. From there, we head east to check on the Bills at home in Buffalo. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. Keon Coleman, a touchdown catch in the victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. Jaden Daniels, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Both these teams ready for the fight ahead. We're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that, we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Cowboys and they'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Dak now from the gun. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Throwing again is Dak. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets him around 6 there. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker. 3rd and 4 coming up now. To throw is Prescott. That's caught for the first. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. A give to Edwards. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Kevin Byard there to bring him down. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 47. Complete out to the right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 25 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. Here's a give, fullback headed up the gut. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. To throw, Prescott. Ferguson's got it, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 3rd and just 2 to go. It's Edwards on the carry. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Prescott here from the gun. The throw is caught. Touchdown, Dallas! Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
The kicker on for the extra point.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys stretch the lead to 23. Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Moore with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field.
At their own 26-yard line.
They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. First down, here's Swift. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. This one falls incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's been getting all of it every time out. This is away, and once again, he's caught all of it.
The Cowboys take over
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
at their own 20-yard line.
Fullback dive up the gut. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Javon Dexter escorted him to the ground. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
2nd and 5.
Now here's Prescott. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Cowboys putting it away here on 4th, and it's the long-time vet Brian Anger on now. Here come the Bears, back out on offense. And coming off 3 and out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. Williams to throw on 1st. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Offense set for a 1st and 10.
And the Bears first down.
Williams from the gun. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard
Running
line.
with Swift out of the gun. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard
Now a give to Swift. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. They'll run here following the penalty. He's got a gain of 6 there. Malik Hooker with the tackle. The 6-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 11.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Working from the gun, Williams. Free inside the 30. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. From the red zone now. He just throws this one away. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Running back sent in motion. Throwing again on 2nd. Williams. Connect. Oh, the football's loose. And the Cowboys scoop it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Look, you know I'm always trying to be positive, partner. You take away the ending, it was a great drive. Everything they were hoping for, but All that work and effort, it's gone.
And all that people are going to remember is that ending, Kate. That's all that unfortunately matters for this offense.
Another drive coming up for this Dallas. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Into traffic, complete. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. Here's a give up the middle now to their fullback. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Here's a give inside to Edwards. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 23. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
That one's incomplete over the middle. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Another throw for Prescott. It's taken in by Lamb. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing on 1st is Prescott. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Dak throwing again. This is reeled in by Edwards. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. So we're through 3 here. It's Cowboys football, and they should be able to coast through the 4th with that kind of lead. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance. He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Dak now from the gun. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Line of scrimmage once again, that 7-yard line as they get set, 2nd and goal. From the gun is Prescott. He's on the move. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Cowboys put up even more points in a win. It's a Dak Prescott touchdown. His 3rd total score this game. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Here's Duvernay on the return. And look at this return. Oh, what a stiff arm. And it ends there, but a very short field awaiting them. He's out on the opposing side of... Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Williams will look to throw. It's taken in by Roma Dunze. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They're now set for 1st and 10. Now here's Williams. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. To throw is Williams. Completed over the middle. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Williams on the play action. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. They'll run it with Swift. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
And in for the Chicago touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bears trail by 23 now. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Oh, love this. He gets another one. Keep feeding that fullback, baby. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Going right back to the fullback. Next play. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Running behind center with Edwards. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Give to the fullback, diving straight ahead. And this one doesn't go far. Drive in dire straits, it's 3rd and 9. Dak off the play fake. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jalen Johnson with the pick. And the Bears will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
Out of the pistol, Williams. Jump off caught by his back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Throwing now from the gun. He's got him, that's Swift. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. That throw finds Komet. All set up now for 1st and 10. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Complete out to the right side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Cowboys' 19-yard line.
Running behind center with Swift. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and
To throw, Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
that's good for a Bears 1st down.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears making the scoreboard look a touch better. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
All right, partner, it is a small step on a long road back, but a necessary one. The touchdown and that conversion drop us back down to a 2-score game.
So you're saying there's a chance, Kate, just a little bit of a chance. Maybe they got to do it again, and again, and again. But all I know, time may not be on their side, but they did gain just a little bit of momentum.
On the give, this is Edwards. And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. From the 39. That's to his running back, Miles Sanders. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Simple dive up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Prescott now on 3rd down. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. From the left hash, this is from 47. Gay's kick is good. And it's a 3-score game now, an 18-point lead.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Here's Duvernay on the return. He's stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The offense getting set to go. 1st down throw by Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Williams from the gun. Finds him on the slant. They'll touch him down a couple of yards away from that marker. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bears hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys continue piling on to this lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Moore with a return. This return makes it up to the 25. Now outruns their offense to take over. Well, we all know at this point, turnover. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. After the pick, here's Williams. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so 2nd down coming up. Working from the gun, Williams. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st down, Williams. Swift hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Still sticking with the passing game. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Now Williams. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. Out of the shotgun to give to Swift. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears putting up points in a game decided. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Turpin with a return. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Cowboys and George Pickens set for this next possession. They can run this clock out and head out of here with a win, even with 2 timeouts remaining defensively. They'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in, just as that knee goes down.
So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Chicago.